I want to preface this video by saying none of this information is a knock on Joe Petro or Zippkits, or even the components or the product that I'm showing here. This is testing, and it's also full disclosure. Transparency, Joe called it. This is in the prototype testing stage, and Joe's a data hound. That's what he calls it, like me. So we're just testing stuff to, we're looking for results. Testing before anything is being released. I'm pretty sure I could put the version 2 sponsons on and the version 2 curved turn fin, and the way this boat is right now, run on rails and go like a rocket. But that's not the idea here. That's not what we're doing. So I made the choice for speed. Joe has a prototype model he's very happy with for running laps. How it stays planted, especially when the water gets rougher, running laps, how it handles. And I felt that running this boat in the pure version 3 form. I'm testing for speed. So we're learning things, and that's what we want. We want to gather as much data as we can. And this takes time. It's a big effort. It's not easy at times. It can be frustrating. But so I chose to, on my boat, so started out with the V3, I chose to stay with the stepped sponsons, the version 3 sponsons, and the new 90-degree curved turn fin. Testing for speed. So, like I said, I have no doubt I could put these sponsons on and the version 2 fin. I know how to adjust the rigger. Not saying that with a big head, but just from the results I've got. So, watch the video. I'm also, this is feedback for Joe. He watches them, and then we talk. So, yeah, this is a prototype and testing.
Start, stop, read, zeroed out, start, reading. I got you figured out. That was lifting in the front at the end of the transition and skipping in the rear. Very sensitive set of components here. 104. Okay. I think I am done testing this combination of components. Don't need to wreck the boat anymore. My read on that last run was it was switching between the front coming up and the back hopping or skipping. That's interesting. And my conclusion is, with this combination of components, it is very sensitive to the slightest setup change. The why, I believe now, it's been on my mind for a while, but I believe is this very, very sharp leading edge on the curved turn fin. A sharper leading edge will make it more pitch sensitive. And if a setting on the front affects the back and they have to work together, if I'm dealing with pitch sensitivity on the front, that would make sense to me then that I make slight adjustments to the curved turn fin angle and it affects the back by a lot. More so than any setups or settings I've done on any Zippkit rigger. Here's what I've just went through in my testing process. I ran prop shaft at 0 with this ABC 1820-2245 prop. Had the curved turn fin at positive 0.3 of a degree. Blow it off the water. Whoa! Came back, exact same setups, except for I moved the prop shaft angle to negative 0.5 of a degree. Skipping in the back. Pretty sensitive to the tuning. That's what it's looking like to me. And now I came and ran it again, and this setup is curved turn fin from positive 0.3 to positive 0.2, right? A little less loose. Prop shaft angle from negative 0.5 to negative 0.2, and then it's switching during the run. This is sensitive to pitch change, so it's trying to come up and then it settles, and then that affects the prop in the back. When it sets back down, wouldn't you think if it's sensitive to pitching up, it's also sensitive to pitching down, and then it's sucking the front in and the back is skipping. So that's my read, my conclusion, and the why. And I'm going to go as far as to say I'm fairly confident in the reads, the conclusion, and the why. I think it's time for the version 2 curved turn fin. I think I'm going to need another version 2 curved turn fin, Joe. I'll just go back to, I'm working too hard to get speed.